going on, gang? Hope you guys are having a going even on 9, 7, 10. And that's not the case, but hey, you gotta keep on thriving, you gotta keep on striving, you gotta keep on living. I've done 3 takes of this, and I don't know what to tell you. It might be because I shaved, and for all the beard people out there, you go through that crisis where randomly in the morning you're just like, you know what, let's change our whole entire look. Let's change our whole entire self-image. That's exactly what happened. But aside from that, the title with today, I fell off. What does that mean? It's not even anything in regards to actually falling off. It's more or less I felt like I slowly was losing a lot of habits that I was building. And what did that look like? So last week I ended up going on a trip with some friends out to like a water park and stuff on a weekend. And keep in mind, these past weeks that I've had, and months if not, I've truly separated myself from a lot of the people I used to hang out with. Now, that allowed me to really work on myself. That allowed me to really get everything I needed to get out of the way, and just figure out life, figure out what I'm trying to do, get an understanding and stay consistent. And it came to me, I kid you not, it was kind of funny how it worked out, because I learned a valuable lesson. And that lesson was brought from the fact that when those guys hit me up, I wasn't expecting it. It was a random message. I got a phone call, and he was like, hey, I know you're busy, but what are the odds? And it's been a while since I talked to those guys, so I was like, why not? Let's do it. That day was supposed to be the day I organized everything throughout my week, because it was a Sunday, and I was like, I'm going to really be taking a real hit here throughout the week, because there's a lot of things that are going to throw that balance off. And I said, screw it, let's give it a shot. Let's see how it works. I realized in that entire day that I hanged out with them and everything, it was incredible. I had a good time. Like, I genuinely enjoyed myself. And one thing's for sure, though, that I realized that was so different was the mindset. For these past few months, I've been around people that are just constantly so worried. Not even worried. They're so focused on growing that when I talk to, the people that I knew way, way back, it's just the conversations were completely different. They were, a whole different field. And it reminded me, it was like, wow, Mendoza, like, you really have done a lot. You really have grown, because if you're naturally a little off put on just the things that they talk about, and you just feel like you don't resonate anymore, it really puts yourself to a perspective that, look, man, that's what happens when you start to do your own things. You start to work a little bit more heavily on yourself. You start to, find other people that you genuinely want to be around, that are, constantly growing, that are growing at an alarming rate. That's exactly what I learned throughout that time. I learned, the people that, never forget the people that helped you out in the beginning. Never forget the people that were there for you. But at the same time, you have to understand, when you grow and when you go past that ceiling, sometimes those people don't go with you. They don't go with you. So you start to see the difference. So it was pretty alarming. And throughout the rest of the week, I closed some good leads. And that was pretty exciting, because it brings me back. Today's February 18th, and I remember the day that I went to Kuwait. I was over there, for the first time, and I ended up diving into sales while I was on like a TDY for those 4 or 5 months. And oh my Lord, just thinking about it, back to when I was outside, like the little compound thing we have, and I'm sitting on a lawn chair, dialing up people, dialing up businesses, asking for a meeting. And you just see like helicopters flying by, jets flying by, Humvees, stuff like that. And to think, that guy, that Mendoza there, was so different than the Mendoza he is right now. And if I could just tell that Mendoza, like, keep on going, because we're going to be closing deals. We're going to be finally exactly where we want to be. And it's incredible. And I can't even imagine, not even imagine, but the fact that November will hit around and we will be a whole different person as well. Now, with all this being said, this is more or less a quick, sort of recap on how everything's going, how the journey's been, and we're only growing from here. So we made about close to $400 in commission, and that's for the month of February. And so that's huge in my opinion, right? I've never been in a situation where I've been able to make money like that, especially online. And so the fact that we hit $400 in commission is like, it's mind-blowing. It shows how much you can actually do. And I know that's not even anything. That's hardly much. And it's so crazy, though, the fact that I know the steps now I need to take, and so that's exactly what's happening. But it's a blessing to see that. It's a blessing to see that. By the way, shout out to the sponsor for today's video, Woo Man the GOAT. He's somebody that I met obviously in the UK, but he was a content creator and he bases his entire niche off the military. Now, you'll see the shirt. I'll put it up right here, and if you want to check it out, by all means. But this is for any military members out there. And you know, his main brand is focused on the mainstream of the military, where it's going at this direction. You know, the people that truly resonated, the dirtbag airmans, the, you know, all that, like the shitbag soldiers, you know, or just in general, just, you know, providing comedy, providing a light in a dark subject, basically. That's exactly what he represents, and that's why I'm so proud of him. I support everything he does, and so I was like, why not wear it so you can see? It's pretty good. It's pretty solid, man. It's pretty solid. But yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. So what's it look like throughout the rest of the month? Let's be honest. Homeboys, he's not in debt, but we almost there, man. We just invested in a trip on June to Spain. And what's Spain gonna look like? For a whole month, I'll be out there. Now that's wild. I couldn't, never in a million years would I like drawn that up. But the reason why we're doing that is we are tagging with another closer that's on our offer, and we are going to run it in Spain. We are going to do sales calls in Spain. We are going to get better in Spain. We're going to ultimately grow in Spain. And the goal from that entire month is to absolutely go ape shit. We want to go ape shit. We want to show that this is possible. So then we go back to wherever we're at, we can thrive, and we can know that we can easily go back on another trip over there. We want that month to be the establishing month. And even before that, we want to build the roadblock to there, but truly enjoy ourselves. The whole point of remote sales, the whole point of everybody that wants to do this is because they want to really travel. And so it's a blessing to see that, right? But it was definitely a nice chunk of change. So now we're really on the fences. Now we really got to, you know, eat sandwiches the rest of the week just to get by type stuff. So it's definitely going to be a hard few weeks, but it's just how it goes, man. It's how it goes. A lot of times people get so confined to the fact that, oh my God, like I have to drop this amount of money for this. I don't even have anything left or whatever it may be. And you got to understand, like, if you are living off of fear or off of emotion, you're never going to get to where you want. So another thing is, will you remember it when you're 80 years old? The one sort of thing that happened to you for that you chose to take that jump on. 9 times out of 10 you will, right? I'll definitely remember at 80 when I decided to take an entire month to go to Spain and do sales and make money out there. I'll definitely remember that. So that's part of my mindset, you know, really just believe. And I know it's so hard to say, but it comes down to constantly getting wins every day. It comes down to showing up every day. I can't tell you, and I ended up posting this on my story. Just give you a little like background. Every time I call my parents, and especially whenever I give them a shot, when I try to call them, the only person that picks up is my mom. And the only reason why is because my dad works so freaking hard, because he's trying to provide for the entire house. He's trying to make sure it's all stays afloat. And I can't tell you all the conversations I've had with them, like, oh, what is he doing? And just hearing, you know, him just wake up every day and just do it. Wake up every day because he knows he has to. And being over here knowing anything I do, man, like it's 10 times. It's not as hard as what he does every day. He wakes up every day and he provided us for 18 years and he's still providing. That role has to be changed. That's why sometimes I, not even out of embarrassment, but I simply use that as fire, because it's just like, I know one day the roles will be reversed and I'll be providing for them. And they can get whatever they want. They can live the life that they were supposed to live, but they couldn't because they had to take care of us. That's what I want for them. They gave us all they need, so now it should be the other way around. It's not supposed to be once you get out of high school, they should be taking care of you. There's no way. So I really take pride and take seriousness in that, because I know at the end of the day, that's, you know, they're going to live a life that I want them to live because I know they deserve it. So that's how I see it. So whatever, you know, reasonings you have for whatever you want to do, find the real reason why. Find the real stem to the root. You know, that is one of my biggest reasons why, because I can't stand, you know, I want to start calling my parents and have my dad pick up because he's just chilling. And he's like, hey, we're going to go on a fishing trip. And I'll say, like, right now, that's exactly what I want. I want, you know, to randomly, even when I go back home, like, I'll tell you what, friendship wise, I don't have like people. I have people here if I wanted to, but when I go back home, the only people I should be around are my family and my, you know, my people in, you know, sales. That's how I see it. And I'd rather hang out as much times as possible with my mom, my dad, my sister, hang out with them, build that family up, build that culture up, you know, go do the things I've wanted to do with my dad, but he had to work, all that, and finally, you know, do that part, be with them. You know, there's so many things I want to do with my mom, there's so many things I want to do with my dad, and I know we can't because of money. So this is the reason. But hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Hope everything goes well. Stay strong, stay thriving. From the top of the world, boundaries still don't exist. At the bottom of the depths where life still lives, do you dare to dream? As a matter of fact, do you dare to take the next step? I'll see y'all later.